You like gripping dingers and popping wheelies? Go to lsnasty.com. We're giving away this 1,000 horsepower turbo LSG body. Every dollar you spend is an entry to win. $94mm turbo. Forged LS Holley EFI Power Glide transmission. This thing is bad to the bone and can be yours if you go over to lsnasty.com.
4 seats and a big ass trunk for all your friends. This thing's a true muffin cap peeler. It's the highest horsepower car we have ever given away. Double B blocks, check. Forged LS, check. 1,000 horsepower, oh yeah. QA1 suspension, you bet. You can take this thing, put all your friends in it, go cruise around because it is a true, real deal street car. Or you go to the track and bust them out.
Go to lsnasty.com. Check out all of our brand new merchandise. We got hats, shirts, stickers, socks, key tags, posters, you name it, we got it. And every dollar you spend is an entry to win. lsnasty.com or the first link in the description below. Go and get entered. All right, guys, back here at LS Nasty. Had fun at the no prep. It was a good time, and it is time to get back to reality, get back to work, get back to building some fast shit. We are here with the Bad Apple, the resurrection of the new Bad Apple, and its killer, Matt. We got its power plant. We got its power plant here. We got the power plant of the Bad Apple right here. We got the converter right there, the transmission right there, and it is ready to go in. This is the very tedious, very meticulous, very important time. Make sure you do it properly, setting the motor in the car. Now, as you guys can see, it has this bent plate on the front, which we are going to redo. I got a new one in the box from Racecraft. New motor plate, new mid plate, new car. So we are going to set it in there, scale it, not really scale it, set it in there, make sure the crankshaft center line's right, make sure it's sitting square.
Yeah,
Matt, what are we gonna do?
Run here on our chassis jig. Now it's a little bit difficult to get everything kind of squared up on the lift, so we're trying to get it to where we can set it down on the ground, figure out where I want our ride height. So probably just absolutely slammed. And once we do that, we want to make sure we don't have any kind of oil pan clearances, like the oil pan's ½ inch off the ground. It has some motor plate tabs welded on, but I don't really think they're welded in the correct angle this way, because right now everything that I can measure off of with the car fairly level, where I would thought they would have leveled the rest of the chassis, the motor plate tabs are leaning forward, so you wouldn't really want your motor going up. I usually want them just about level. Yeah. So
the plan is we're going to get the motor set in there. Once you get the motor set in there, you can literally bolt the transmission to the back of it, and then you know where you need to make your transmission cross member. I think it does already have a provision in there for a
little 4-leaf clover deal, so I don't know if they sent one with it. I think they did.
Yeah, they did send one with it. It's in the other room.
We could see, maybe
this one had a large small block Chevrolet and a Liberty in it.
Yep. So it's probably, if we can just get one in the back and then come off and weld, a tab with a flat, the transmission mount in the rear is very easy. Mainly just getting the mid plate, make sure everything's square. We're gonna, get our string line and try to find center line of the chassis best as we can. Just do everything we can to get it in there as close to perfect as possible. Hopefully we'll be able to leave our motor plate tabs in here. Right now,
these are pretty beefy. These are nice.
Yeah, they're beefy. So it looks like the motor's set forward just a little bit. I need to do some, when they put this piece of sheet metal on the firewall, it looks like it goes straight down, but it looks like it's set forward just a little bit, maybe a little bit more. The small block nitrous guys, you can set them forward a little bit more because you really don't have anything else hanging out here. You got your fuel tank and some nitrous stuff, but with a turbo and you get a lot of weight out there, you start changing your weight bias a little bit more. So I think maybe slide the motor back. That will fix those, and then figure out how we're going to do our front here. Fortunately, if we move it much farther back, we're going to have to cut these off.
Yep. So we'll get the motor set in there. I think Salty John Fab, with the help of Matt, is going to be doing the turbo kit. Matt just kind of like stands over my shoulder with like a handful of welding filler rod and smacks me if I start welding bad.
Yeah, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, so we're having a discussion right now on where we're going to put the turbo. I know we've talked about it before on the channel. I'll let you guys comment. A lot of you guys are like, oh, put it in the center, or some people are like, hey, put it up way outside of the hood. We have a project where I think we're going to have a pretty crazy turbo location coming up in the future. Yep. So this one here, it's going to be a very nice car. You know, we were talking about these, you know, $150,000 cars that look really nice. We want it to be in a good position.
Yeah, I like the center mount. Like, so when I did MK Ultra, of course, it's center mount and it's very low. It looks like a blower, but when you start getting both the exhaust out there, it adds a lot of complexity and packaging and everything. With a single exhaust over here, you don't have to worry. Your fuel tank, all that stuff's over here. You don't have to worry about it getting baked by the exhaust. You got plenty of room to get a good, nice size fuel cell in it. So
the only downside of having the turbo very low, scavenge pump.
Scavenge pump, but I'm not talking about putting it too low. I mean, we did it before. Just as long as we got a little downhill, we're good. So, you know, if it's mounted ish,
how it was before really is not a bad spot.
Yeah, but also, you know, this frame, front frame rail compared to the other one is substantially different. So the way our exhaust came through before, you know, we need to.
I got one of these fancy Miller welders, and I could just weld everything up.
We could bring
titanium exhaust.
Yeah,
on this titanium TISS fab for all your titanium exhaust needs.
Yeah, we could bring the turbo over a little bit farther this way toward the center line because it's way over here. But you know, if you bring it over here, have the cover, and then just kind of have like a, you know, that was another thing on the old Bad Apple is the turbo. It was the charge pipe was very difficult. Had to be like super tight radius compact.
We don't really run these intakes often. They're very expensive. They're very nice. I run like a cathedral, or not a cathedral, a carb style intake manifold with an elbow, which gives you a lot more room to, you know, run the charge pipe all the way up to here. So you got to think having it there, you know, big throttle body, big 5-inch charge pipe, it can eat up some real estate quick. So we're going to try to keep that all in mind. You know, the Bad Apple is a very badass car. Yep. Tell them how badass it was, man.
It's very badass.
This one here, chassis-wise, I think is a whole lot nicer. So all said and done, this car can be a whole lot nicer. So we're going to take everything that we learned on the first Bad Apple, where we'd be like, oh, you know, I'd change this, or I'd change that, and really try to make it as perfect, easy to work on, convenient, reliable, fast, quick as possible.
Yeah, hopefully it's one of those things, you know, I feel like you spend a lot of time in the build process and you really think. And I feel like, honestly, you know, not knocking any of the fabricator guys, there's a ton of killer fabricators out here, but I feel like when you can fabricate and you're the one racing it, I feel like there's a lot of things that we do differently than some of the fabricators do, just because we're out there, we're working on it, we're racing it, we know like, hey, that might look good, but this works better. So I feel like, you know, us as a race team and me and John and everybody have progressed to where we're starting to really come up with some innovative designs and stuff that's really maintenance free.
Sometimes it's very small. It's just a little thing. You move something just a little bit.
There's so many things. It's like a little tiny thing will make, you know, just when you're cooling the cars down between rounds, when you're doing, like, there's just so many things that just make it so much more easy and enjoyable. So hopefully we can, you know, every time we build one, we're just getting better and better.
So our plan for today is going to be, I guess our end goal will be if we can get the motor and transmission in the car.
Yep, motor and transmission, get the, you know, mid plate is going to be our number one. Figure out our crankshaft center line. The I'm kind of curious. You know, this one's got like this. It doesn't have a K member.
It does, but it's a modified one.
Yeah, I'd like to do some measuring and see how much lower, or if this is any lower than a factory K member. And then that way we can kind of figure out our oil pan clearance, because definitely having that, and that oil pan's pretty deep. That is a pretty deep oil pan. But having the oil pan below the frame rail, correct.
You gotta have wheelie skis.
Wheelie skis, or, you know, just really hope, because there's so many people I've seen that wheelie their car and they're just out because, you know, it's not even a bad wheelie, but it just smacks down. So we're trying to avoid all that, get it in there, but we also want to keep it low. Don't want motor up there real high, and I'm really thinking we got to move it back. I was really hoping we could leave these tabs on there, just because that would really speed up our process. But, you know, just drill some holes and we'll be good to go. But if it's not in the right place, it's not in the right place. We're
gonna stick it in there and see what we got. So Bad Apple progress is going to be made, and I think it's going to be like one of those things where once you get the ball rolling, it'll start coming together pretty quick. Oh, yeah, you know, it's a lot to do.
We can do turbo kit in a day.
Yeah, I
mean that's got headers too. That's, you know, that's the biggest part in the turbo kit. Like, you know, it's turbo kit, you know, wire.
That one header looks a little tired for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why it looks so tired, but it does. All right, so just a quick little update here on the Colorado. We got Mason over here is spearheading this build. This is our shop truck build. So you guys have probably seen this on the channel before. It is fully spec'd out, badass Fab catalog on this thing. We got their Caltrack set up. We got stock suspension in the rear, stock rear end, but we got it lowered. We got their coilover conversion on the front, and we got their entire catalog to do an LS swap with their 5-speed upgraded clutch kit. So Mason, you've been wrenching on this guy here. This is my pride and joy. This is my third, fourth, fifth love in here. So this thing, the goal is to have like a 550, 600 horsepower, reliable AC, completely streetable shop truck that when we got to run to the parts store, we got to run to TKM. You can go somewhere in style. I think the Colorado is a very stylish truck, but also have some fun. You know, we got an LS with a cam, kind of show off kind of what we do here. Even though we're not a shop for the public, it's just might as well, right?
Yeah, no, might as well do it. So.
Or if there's a Hellcat that needs the work.
Yeah, I mean, or if we're like hauling a motor and someone wants the sauce, we can deliver the sauce. And one thing I must say, this is the first vehicle I've ever owned that has 2 stickers of myself on there, which I don't know how I feel about it. I feel a little bit weird, but there's 2 stickers of me on this truck. So the Salty John sticker and then the big LDR guy sticker. So I'm a little, and then we got our Fab Nasty Wraps, which did the tint and TCAM performance. So this thing's just decked out, and we're keeping the toolbox in there. So like no one's safe. Stock wheels, toolbox. Other than the side exit exhaust when we do the turbo kit, we like no one will know that they're about to get their ass whooped. So we got this motor here is actually a God, this poor motor. It's a 4.8. It's got all of the guts that were in the Colorado burnout truck shoved in here. So the cam that was beat up. This is also all the internals that came from the video, how to make 1,000 horsepower for $1,000. So like this cam, these lifters, timing chain.
Wait, were these the heads that TKM that you decked?
Yeah. Like this motor is just like, it has some history, and now we're going to put our lives on the line and hope that it could take us everywhere we need to go. Because there's going to be nothing worse than when we get the call. We're like, hey, I'm up in Denton, an hour and a half away from the shop, and it's knocking.
Yeah, the rod's hanging out of it now. So it's going to be a good build. We're going to try to keep it as streetable as possible, and we're going to keep it...
Budget.
But semi-budget, spending money where we need to, save money where we can. You know, it's
budget.
Dual pass radiator.
Budget.
Good fan.
Budget.
AC.
Budget.
Power steering. Holley.
Budget.
Dual ECU, so we're going to leave the factory ECU in there and run both the Holley and the factory one. So the factory one's going to run all the gauges and everything. So when you jump in it, you're not going to think like, oh man, I'm in a race car, the street car. It's literally you jump in there, turn off the key, all your AC controls work, it's got radio. Like you don't know that it's got a 600 horsepower turbo LS in it.
Yeah. So Mason's going to be doing most of the work on this guy. He just knocked out the Gold Truck cam swap.
Gold Truck
so
unit.
We're ready to take that to the dyno. And we saw, if you guys haven't gone over to the LS Nasty channel to see Mason do a burnout in a 3rd gen, it's probably one of the most American things we have on the channel. So he was over there doing that. And if you guys want any work, you guys can hit up Mason. Email
lsnastymason@gmail.com.
and you guys can inquire with him. I know you got a couple jobs lined up, some Camaros, some trucks doing cam swaps. He can do the LS swap stuff, but I mean, honestly, if you guys got a 5th gen Camaro, a G8, a Corvette, a truck, a Suburban, the cam swap stuff, it's so quick and easy. You bring it in, drop it off on a Monday, pick it up on a Friday, and take it home. I mean, Huron Speed Turbo Kits, see all the bolt-on stuff, like stuff that he can knock out. We try not to...
We don't want tied up.
Yeah, we don't want tied up here because Mason is one of the many storm guys. You like doing storm work?
Love doing storm.
He ain't missing a storm to work on your shit box, so he's going.
No.
So if you got like a 4-week build in here and we go on a storm, sorry.
It might be an 8-week build.
It might be an 8-week build, yeah.
It
So
could be 10-week, 12-week. Louisiana.
Puerto
I
Rico?
might call you
Puerto
next
Rico?
September.
Yeah. So try to keep it quick and simple. So if you guys need anything, headers, intake, cam swap, stuff like that, converters, hit up Mason, send him an email, and get your pricing, get your parts, knock it out. And then the big thing is we just want everyone out there having fun making horsepower. So this right here I think is going to be a really cool shop truck.
You're going to need some tires.
No, just keep slamming the stock on there. Are we going to do a mini spool or something in the rear?
Yeah, mini spool.
Okay. I was embarrassed. Last time I went to TKM, I had a big block.
What's wrong with the mini spool?
Oh, nothing's wrong with it. It's going to be great.
Well, listen, I had a big block. I had that big block in the bed of the truck. I tacked it up on the concrete pad. about 7,000 RPMs, dropped the clutch, and it dead hooked. So I can't have that anymore. I gotta be spinning tires with motors in the back.
Oh, it'll...
Two-step?
Two-step?
Dude, we're gonna be doing two-step checks everywhere.
Two-step checks?
Oh yeah, big flames.
Oh yeah, no, I'll put the spicy
All
two-step chain.
right, guys. So keep an eye out for this build. Mason's gonna be doing a lot of it. I think we're gonna probably just gonna give Mason a camera when he's working on it and say film, and whether we put it on this channel or the John Doc channel, or the LS Nasty channel, we will decide. But he got the motor all pulled out. As you can see, we kept all the AC lines, all the fuel lines, all the brake lines, power steering. We're gonna keep this as stock-ish as possible. When you pop the hood, other than the turbo sitting right here, it's going to be like pretty much like
it came from GM.
Yeah, like a factory deal. So we just ordered all of our accessory drive stuff from ICT Billet, Rock Auto for like a lot of the other stuff because they're the cheapest, and we're trying to keep it in budget. And yeah, that's pretty much the game plan.
I'm excited.
Yeah, Mason, anything you want to say?
I'm just excited, like, to have everything work the way it should from the factory.
Yeah, because I did like riding around in brown sugar, but when it's 95 out, it's a little hot. But, you know, it's the 80 ship box vibe. You got to go with that. But you're not hauling around motors, no 80 ship box. This thing here...
The trunk's big enough.
Wait, we should try that.
The trunk definitely is big enough.
We know it tomorrow.
All right, so we're going to get to work here, get some stuff knocked out, get the motor in the Bad Apple, and hope you guys enjoyed today's video. All right, guys, Matt's over here welding a bung on the oil pan turbo drain. They're very important that you plan accordingly when building your turbo kits. Put a drain in the oil pan or the front cover before you put the motor in the car. Mason and I are over here working on the Bad Apple. A lot goes into this when setting the motor in. You have to really make sure your I's are dotted and T's are crossed. So we're going to put our third member. We got Strange aluminum S case right there. We got a Strange Ultra case right there. This one's already set up with the right gear ratio. It's all set up, gear pattern's good and everything. Only a few runs on it, so we're going to be sticking that in the car. Very nice stuff here. 40 spline, gun drilled axles, as you can see, CNC light and flanges. It's pretty badass. Underneath here, this thing is very nice stock suspension, Fab 9, Menser shocks, nice anti-roll bar, amazing carbon fiber work, plenty of clearance, narrowed rear end. Floor structure looks amazing. For an all steel, all glass car, this thing should be pretty sporty. So we are going to slap this rear end back together. I think we could probably put together like final assembly wise with some RTV on it and everything, because really the gear ratio and everything's set up good. And then we should be good to go. Other than that, we'll slap it all back together. We got to get it sitting on the ground. So we got the front suspension, all that stuff on there. Once we get the rear end all situated, we'll be able to get all our measurements, measure for drive shaft, everything, get all that stuff done tonight, and keep plugging away. So it is hot as hell over here, though. I need to get a fan for this corner because we're dying. Are you dying?
This corner is hotter than Satan's
Dude,
ass.
it is toasty over here. All right, we got 6,000 fans going, so it's loud as shit. We got the Bad Apple rear end all put together. We got Matt over here. We got this motor for sale. Matt, what motor is this? Come on, bring the energy. Big energy right now. What motor is this? Big energy.
Colorado 4-cylinder, low miles, 150-ish, yeah.
How much? Name the price. With clutch, in great working condition.
$1,000.
$2,000.
$2,500.
26.
$2,250.
Someone come pick this up. It runs great. Great OP, no issues. Literally throttle body to pan with clutch. Great replacement for when you sling the rods out of yours at 300 thou.
Never abused.
Never. No, I mean, we knocked a lot of the dust, the carbon buildup on it. We knocked it off.
Yeah, decarbonized.
Yeah. Fresh oil change too.
Yeah.
All right, so we got our iron block in here. Oh, is the front end sitting a little bit lower? Good thing we got those FabBot Fab coilover conversions on there. LS motor sitting in there, looking good. H3 oil pan sitting in there, looking good. Front accessory drive ordered. Mason, what do you think? How we doing? How's it go in there? Like a dream?
It went in pretty easy, yeah.
This is big. Also, we go over here. Mason assembled our new bell housing and adapter for whatever transmission this is. I forget what it is. The AR5 billet adapter. Upgraded. Is it an upgraded slave cylinder? Is it a stock slave?
Adapter and everything.
This thing's bad to the bone now. Brand new bell housing. I mean, this thing is ready to rock. What do you think, Ava? Winston, where's your tail? Where'd you go? Winston, what do you think? LS Swap. LS Swap, Colorado. What do you think? Winston, you scared of the camera, bro? Ava, LS Swap, Colorado.
Oh, look, a puppy.
I need to grease some things, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the noise. This thing is a hot rod. Oh, we get to take the whole exhaust off it too. Weight reduction.
Weight reduction.
Look at these tires too. Ready to get cooked. They are low tread. Low tread for sure.
Bad boys are getting annihilated.
Dude, look at how free that spins though. The other one's just not moving.
It will be one wheel peeling much longer.
Oh, we gotta take the we can make some changes and fix some things. Which one of these is crooked? Oh, the bolts. Oh god dang. Did we die? Did we die? Did I die?
Are we dead?
Am I? Is this what it's like?
Out, yeah. Down.
Is this?
Come on, Ava. Alright.
This lift is the worst. John's like, here, Mason, you can have this lift. So die.
A double adjustable. Right? We have only.
They're a little.
What? Oh yeah. Why are they like that? Did I do something wrong?
Did you ever retorque them?
Oh, these need to be tightened. Is that what it is?
Well, yeah, it's probably what you tightened on this one, and yeah, we need to.
Dude, why is that one so crooked? This thing would make some awfully weird noises driving, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think it's everything. So it has a centering pin, and I don't know if all that's. Your centering pin isn't in.
Oh, it's broken. It's gone.
Yeah, it's a bolt that's normally in there, and
It's
it
gone.
ain't bolted no more.
It's gone because look how much the whole thing slid back.
Yeah.
How dangerous is that?
I mean, it's all bolted together, but it needs to be fixed. So we'll just take this off, put a new bolt in the leaf pack for the centering pin.
You even guys what the noise was?
Yeah, because now it's like all.
Dude,
So like when you're driving, it's like sliding back and forth.
Oh, sliders. Caltrac sliders? Hell yeah. Look at this. Dude, this is so race truck now. We got a FabBot
Honestly,
Fab
you can
crossover.
Take them off here, and then we'll just heat that up, heat down, straighten it out, and then put a quick connect in.
I agree.
Just get it out of the way. Might dump some fuel out.
Dude, how nice is this?
Yeah.
I mean, this car right here is just primo. What are we gonna do with all this space here? Put a secondary fuel tank in here? Dual fuel?
Oh, storm.
Oh god!
God!
Oh god! Oh god!
You knew it was coming.
Oh, god. Hold on, go back in the video where Matt says there might be some fuel coming out.
And then stands in the
Hey,
way.
no, well, I didn't know you were taking it off right there. Hey, bud, you might want to watch out. John's like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, it's about the time we were at Fayetteville
What?
with the sprayer.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Matt got hosed with glue by accident. It was my doing too. I forgot to tighten this hose clamp when they pressurized it. The hose came off and Matt just took the brunt of it. Let's see my other upgrades that I've done, okay? Or how are they holding up? Because it's very rare that I do things alone without adult supervision. Oh, well this is not good, so let's to think I build race cars and they stay together. This one here, I forgot to tighten that one too. It's actually called active height management.
Yeah.
What is oh, I was like, no, yeah, power steering.
I think our bung will work out pretty good right here.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
There's a starter.
This thing's gonna be sick, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Shop truck.
Oh, yeah.
Very excited, very excited.
1,000 horsepower.
Shop truck. Look at our oil pan clearance too. Be sure if we scrub, it will just actually lose its life. Like that thing is so low, speed bump death. Cast pan too. Is it supposed to be that low?
Bro,
holy shit! What is he doing? What is he doing?
I took it down by myself. I really thought I could pick it up there.
My God, this is chaos. This is chaos.
I just want to clarify. I took it off of myself. I really thought I could put it back on.
Mason threw it on the ground when he took it off. He just kicked
I put a tire under it and just took the last bolt out and kicked it.
Yo,
I saw it, but I was just gonna wait, just to be like, it's just gonna get good.
My back hurts. Mason, you're out of control. Oh my God.
I don't understand why it got heavier.
Oh my God.
Alright, so Mason can't do any more cam swaps, he's got a hernia.
Oh my God. Alright, so I got a low pro cross member from FabBot Fab. So now the lowest part of the truck will be the oil pan. But it's like directly where the tire sits though, so it's gonna be very difficult to scrub. Don't you agree?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what he just said, but yes. I wasn't paying attention.
That's
I was looking at the clutch slave. How does it
Yeah, I'm not sure. It has AN fitting.
Dude, Mason's a menace with this transmission. Someone make a meme of him walking around with this like it's a minigun.
Bro, I'm about to be like lamplighter. I'm a walking.
Alright, so carrying it right here,
You're good.
no problem.
Getting
it up here is the
Dude,
problem.
look at the grease on the damn.
It works
Oh,
better that way.
I got a new drive shaft too. Which we gotta
We
swap.
need to figure out what's up with that.
What's that?
The drive shaft?
Yeah, no, it's for the swap.
So we just need to change the
Slip yoke, yeah.
We need to put that yoke on it. So we need a U-joint.
You ready?
Put it in there? Yeah.
Damn, Matt, this is what I deal with. I generally have to deal with this independently.
I greased the clutch.
He was setting you up for failure. Damn.
It was a hell to get it in there.
Did you bring your own butt plug to work today?
It was like.
I thought it was show and tell.
Freaking, this whole clip is absolutely out of control. Oh, hey, we got to install the short throw shifter too.
You have a short throw shifter?
Hell no, that thing is
gonna say,
from the front of the cab to the back.
Plastic
The train's like.
Yeah, Matt already ground down second gear perfectly.
Oh no, that was not me.
That you did it too.
Yeah, I got the aftermath of the first gear.
Are we gonna run this at the track again to see if we go faster than 1120s?
Oh, this thing would be dangerous.
This thing's gonna go 1120s in a corner
Bro,
now.
those tires are. We just leave it open diff though.
You think it'd go 11 in the quarter?
Oh yeah.
If you can shift it, yeah.
Can you drive?
Can I drive? I could drive a nail. Are you kidding me? I know what everyone's saying. Moments ago, there was just a massive fuel spill right there. Yes, you are correct. We got the motor and transmission in there. Mason is cutting the existing transmission crossmember mounts. Put the new low profile FabBot Fab transmission crossmember mount in there, as you can see right there. So cut that out of the way. And then the whole engine, transmission is bolted in. We got a new drive shaft from FabBot Fab as well. And then we will be ready to begin fabricating the turbo kit. Gonna keep it simple, budget, use stock truck manifolds, 2.5 inch, single like VS Racing, wastegate. Very simple. Trying to keep it clean, simple, true daily driver, real shop truck. It's gonna get used. So we wanna make it where it is reliable, but still fun, make a little bit of power. So that's gonna wrap today's video. We got the Bad Apple ready to have the motor set in. Kind of got sidetracked with Colorado and we're waiting on materials. Mason's gonna knock that out and have it all buttoned up. Be sure to check out the guys at FabBot Fab. Don't forget, go to lsnasty.com to get entered to win brown sugar. Mason, you having fun yet?
Yeah, these sparks definitely aren't burning me at all. Luckily, I have my safety splits on.
Hey, PPE guy, PPE.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We got safety glasses. So, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload. Don't forget, go down and hit that subscribe button. Click that bell so you get notifications. We'll see you guys in tomorrow's upload.